The enchanted garden right. Settle yourself down comfortably now. Let your body find that perfect spot where everything just feels right. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and take a lovely deep breath in and slowly let it go. That's it. Brilliant. You know what? Tonight's going to be different. Tonight, I am going to tell you about something absolutely magical that happened in a village tucked away in the most beautiful countryside you could ever imagine. And here's the thing, as I tell you this story, you might find your mind beginning to wander, to drift, and that's perfectly all right. In fact, it's exactly what we want to happen. Now, then, picture this. If you will, there's this village, right? Nestled between rolling hills that stretch as far as the eye can see. The air there, oh, the air is something special. It carries the scent of wild roses, lavender, and something else. Something that makes you feel instantly at peace the moment you breathe it in. The houses are all stone cottages with thatched roofs and ivy climbing up the walls like nature's own artwork. But this isn't just any ordinary village, is it? No, no, no. This place has secrets, and the biggest secret of all lives in a cottage at the very edge of the village, where the gardens meet the ancient woodland. And in this cottage, well, there lives someone quite extraordinary indeed. She's not particularly tall, this woman, and she's got these hands, weathered hands, the kind that have spent years working in soil, nurturing things, bringing life from the earth. Her hair catches the sunlight in the most wonderful way. And when she smiles, you'd swear the flowers around her bloom just a little bit brighter. Now, this woman has a gift, you see. It's not the sort of gift you'd find wrapped up with a bow at Christmas. No, this is something far more precious, far more rare. She can grow trees that are, well, they're not quite like other trees. Each one she plants carries within it something magical, something that speaks to the very soul of anyone who comes near. As the evening light begins to fade, painting the sky in soft purples and golds, she steps out of her cottage and into her garden. The grass beneath her feet is cool and slightly damp with evening dew. Each step she takes seems to awaken the garden around her, as if the very earth responds to her presence. The first tree she approaches is her healing tree. Its bark is smooth as silk, and its leaves, its leaves shimmer like silver coins catching moonlight. As she places her palm against its trunk, she can feel the gentle pulse of life within, steady and reassuring like a heartbeat. The tree seems to recognize her touch, and a warm sensation travels up her arm, soothing away the small aches and tensions of the day. Moving deeper into her garden, her feet carry her along a winding path lined with luminescent flowers that glow softly in the gathering twilight. The petals feel like velvet when she brushes against them, and they release their fragrance into the air, a scent so beautiful. It makes her close her eyes and breathe deeply, allowing it to fill her lungs and her soul. The wisdom tree stands tall and proud near the center of her garden, its ancient branches reaching towards the darkening sky like arms embracing the stars. Its trunk is wide and gnarled, telling stories of centuries past. When she approaches this magnificent tree, she can feel knowledge flowing through her. Not facts or figures, but deep, ancient understanding that settles into her bones like warmth from a hearth. As she continues her evening walk, she discovers other trees, each with their own unique gifts. There's the energy tree, whose fruit glows like tiny suns, filling anyone who tastes it with boundless vitality. The dream tree, whose blossoms dance in the slightest breeze, creating patterns that entrance the mind and invite deep, peaceful sleep. The memory tree, whose leaves whisper stories of the past when the wind moves through them. Tonight feels different, though. As she walks among her beloved trees, she becomes aware of something new, a gentle humming sound that seems to come from the very heart of the garden itself. It's not quite music, but it's beautiful all the same, a vibration that seems to resonate with her own heartbeat, drawing her deeper and deeper into a state of perfect relaxation. The sound leads her to a part of the garden she's never explored before, though she's lived here for years. How curious, she thinks, as her feet carry her along a path that seems to shimmer under the starlight. The humming grows stronger, more melodious, wrapping around her like a warm embrace. And there, in a clearing she's certain wasn't there yesterday, stands the most magnificent tree she's ever seen. It's not like her other trees. This one seems to pulse with its own inner light, its leaves shifting through colors she doesn't have names for. Blues that are deeper than the ocean, greens that make emeralds look pale, purples that rival the richest velvet. As she approaches this remarkable tree, she notices something carved into its bark. Symbols, but not like any writing she's ever seen. The marks seem to move and shift in the tree's gentle light, and as she traces them with her fingertip, they begin to glow with a warm, golden radiance. The moment her skin touches the mysterious symbols, the world around her begins to change. The air becomes softer, more fragrant, filled with the scent of cherry blossoms and jasmine. The ground beneath her feet feels different too. Not quite solid, but not quite liquid either, as if she's walking on clouds that somehow support her weight perfectly. When she looks around, her familiar garden has transformed into something from a dream. The trees are taller now, their branches creating a canopy overhead that filters the moonlight into patterns of silver and shadow. Flowers that don't exist in the waking world bloom everywhere, some as large as dinner plates, others tiny as pinheads, but all of them glowing with their own inner light. A gentle breeze carries the sound of distant music, not played on any instrument she recognizes, but hauntingly beautiful nonetheless. It seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, wrapping around her like silk, encouraging her to explore this magical realm that has somehow opened up around her. Her feet, seeming to know the way even though she's never been here before, carry her along a path that winds through this enchanted landscape. The path itself is made of something that looks like crushed pearls, and it glows softly, lighting her way through the twilight. As she walks, she begins to notice that she's not alone. There are creatures here, beautiful, gentle beings that seem to be made of starlight and shadow. They don't speak, but she can sense their kindness, their welcome. Some look like butterflies the size of birds, their wings creating gentle breezes as they flutter past. Others resemble deer, but they're translucent, as if made of moonbeams, and they watch her with eyes full of ancient wisdom. The path leads her to a bridge, spanning a stream that flows with water so clear it seems like liquid crystal. The sound of the water flowing over smooth stones creates a melody so soothing that she finds herself stopping just to listen. The bridge itself is made of wood that feels warm to the touch, as if it's alive. And as she crosses it, She can feel the gentle vibration of life flowing through it. On the other side of the bridge, the landscape opens up into a vast meadow filled with flowers that sway in the breeze, even though she couldn't feel any wind. The sky above is a deep indigo, scattered with stars that seem closer than usual, as if she could reach up and pluck them like fruit from a tree. In the distance, she can see a forest of trees, unlike any she's ever imagined. Some are tall and slender, reaching towards the sky like spires. Others are broad and spreading, their branches creating natural pavilions. All of them seem to pulse with their own inner light, creating a gentle rhythm like a massive, slow heartbeat. As she walks through the meadow, the grass beneath her feet feels soft as silk, and each step releases the scent of summer rain and fresh earth. Flowers brush against her legs as she passes, leaving traces of perfume on her skin that seem to sink into her very being, filling her with peace and contentment. The forest, when she reaches it, welcomes her like an old friend. The trees part naturally, creating pathways that lead deeper into their midst. The air here is different, thicker somehow, but not in a way that makes it hard to breathe. Instead, each breath she takes seems to nourish her more than ordinary air ever could. She finds herself walking deeper and deeper into this magical forest, following paths that seem to create themselves before her feet. The trees around her whisper secrets in languages she doesn't understand, but somehow comprehends in her heart. They speak of ancient times, of magic that flows through all living things, of connections that bind every creature, every plant, every grain of earth together in an intricate web of existence. Time seems to flow differently here. She might have been walking for minutes or hours. There's no way to tell. And somehow it doesn't matter. What matters is the sense of perfect peace that fills her. The feeling that she's exactly where she's supposed to be, doing exactly what she's meant to do. As she continues deeper into the forest, she comes upon a clearing where the moonlight streams down like silver rain. In the center of this clearing sits a cottage that seems to be made of living wood, its walls curved and flowing like they've grown rather than been built. Soft light glows from its windows, warm and welcoming. The door of the cottage opens before she can knock, and a figure appears in the doorway. It's hard to make out details in the gentle light, but she can sense kindness radiating from this being like warmth from a fire. Without words, she's invited inside. The interior of the cottage is even more remarkable than the outside. The walls seem to breathe gently, and the furniture looks like it's grown from the floor itself. Everything is soft curves and natural textures, and the whole space feels alive, welcoming, safe. She has offered a seat by a fireplace where flames dance in colors she's never seen before, blues and greens and purples that create patterns as they flicker. The warmth from the fire doesn't just heat her skin, it seems to warm her very soul, melting away tensions she didn't even know she was carrying. The being who welcomed her, she is beginning to think of them as a guardian of this place, gestures to a table where a meal has been laid out. Not ordinary food, but fruits that glow like gems. Bread that smells of every good thing she's ever tasted. Water that sparkles like liquid diamonds. Each bite fills her not just with nourishment, but with joy, with peace, with a sense of connection to everything around her. As she eats, the guardian begins to speak, though their voice seems to come from everywhere at once, rather than from their mouth. They tell her stories tales of this magical realm, of the creatures who live here, of the purpose of this place. This realm, they explain, exists alongside the ordinary world, separated by the thinnest of veils. It's a place of healing, of restoration, where souls can come to remember their true nature, to reconnect with the magic that exists within all living things. The trees in her garden, they say, are doorways, bridges between the worlds, planted by those who understand the ancient connections. The guardian tells her that she's been chosen, that her gift for growing magical trees is rare and precious. Each tree she plants not only serves those in the ordinary world, but also the connection between the realms, making it easier for other souls to find their way to this place of peace when they need it most. As the night progresses, though, time moves differently here. So night and day are more like states of being than actual time periods. The guardian continues to share wisdom. They speak of the interconnectedness of all things, of how every action, every thought, every breath sends ripples through the fabric of existence. They explain how the trees she grows carry within them the essence of this magical realm, bringing healing and peace to anyone who encounters them. Her healing tree doesn't just soothe physical ailments, it mends hearts, calms troubled minds, helps souls remember their wholeness. Her wisdom tree doesn't just offer knowledge, it opens pathways to understanding, helps people see the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. As she listens to these revelations, she feels a profound sense of purpose settling into her bones. She understands now that her gift isn't just about gardening, it's about service, about being a bridge between worlds, about helping others find their way to peace and healing. The guardian rises and beckons her to follow them outside. The clearing around the cottage has transformed again now. It is filled with the most beautiful garden she has ever seen. Every type of tree she could imagine grows here, and many she couldn't have dreamed of. Trees with silver leaves that chime like bells in the breeze. Trees with flowers that change color as you watch them. Trees whose fruit tastes like memories of childhood summers. But what takes her breath away is the realization that this incredible, magical garden is somehow connected to her own small plot back in the ordinary world. She can see the connections, threads of light linking each tree here to the one she's planted at home. Her little garden is part of this vast, cosmic garden, and she is its earthly guardian. The guardian explains that every tree she plants with love and intention creates a new connection, a new pathway for healing energy to flow between the worlds. They show her how the threads of light pulse gently, carrying peace and healing from this magical realm to anyone who encounters her trees in the ordinary world. As dawn begins to break and here, dawn is a symphony of colors that have no names, painting the sky in hues that make the heart sing. The guardian tells her it's time to return, but they assure her that she'll always be able to find her way back here, that the connection has been established and will never be broken. They give her a gift before she leaves, a small seed that glows with its own inner light. This seed, they explain, will grow into the most special tree of all, a tree that will serve as a permanent gateway between the worlds, allowing her to return whenever she needs to, and allowing others who are ready to find their way to this realm of peace and healing. The journey back feels different from the journey in. The path seems to flow beneath her feet like a river, carrying her gently back towards the ordinary world. The magical creatures she encountered earlier appear along the way, not to say goodbye, but to show her that they'll always be there, always be part of her world, now that the connection has been made. As she crosses the Pearl Bridge again, she feels the seed in her pocket pulsing gently, like a heart beating in rhythm with her own. The stream below flows with the same crystalline water, but now she understands that this water carries the essence of all the tears of joy ever shed, all the relief of finding peace after struggle, all the happiness of coming home after being lost. The meadow she walks through on her return journey is filled with new flowers, ones that were unthere before, or perhaps one she simply wasn't ready to see. Each one seems to nod as she passes, as if acknowledging her new role, her new understanding. When she reaches the edge of the magical realm, she turns for one last look. The forest, the meadow, the cottage, all of it shimmers like a mirage, becoming less solid, more like a dream. But she knows now that dreams and reality are more connected than most people realize, that the boundaries between what is and what could be are much thinner than they appear. She finds herself back in her own garden, standing by the mysterious tree with its glowing symbols. But something has changed. She can see now that her garden extends far beyond what she thought were its boundaries. She can perceive the threads of light connecting her trees to the magical realm, can sense the flow of healing energy that moves through them constantly. With trembling hands, she takes the glowing seed from her pocket and finds the perfect spot to plant it. A place where the morning sun will touch it first, where the earth feels most alive beneath her fingers. As she places the seed in the ground and covers it gently with soil, she feels a warm sensation spreading from her hands, through the earth, and out to every corner of her garden. The seed begins to grow immediately, not in the rushed way of time-lapse photography, but in a gentle, natural unfolding that nonetheless happens much faster than ordinary growth. First, a tiny green shoot emerges, then unfurls its first leaves, then grows steadily upward, reaching for the sky with an eager joy that's infectious. By the time the sun has fully risen, the seed has grown into a young tree, its bark smooth and silver, its leaves a green so pure it seems to contain all the hope in the world. And when the morning breeze stirs its branches, she can hear it, the gentle humming that had led her on this incredible journey. Now permanently part of her garden, permanently part of her world. Over the following days, she tends to her new tree with special care, and she notices that its presence changes everything around it. Her other trees seem stronger, their magical properties enhanced. Her healing tree's silver leaves shine brighter. Her wisdom tree's branches seem to reach further towards the heavens. All of her trees pulse with increased vitality, as if they're drawing strength from their connection to the magical realm. But the changes aren't limited to her garden. People begin to notice something different about her property. Neighbors walking past report feeling inexplicably peaceful as they pass her gate. Children playing nearby seem calmer, more content. Even the local wildlife appears more harmonious. Birds sing more sweetly, butterflies dance more gracefully, and the neighborhood cats and dogs seem to get along better than they used to. Word begins to spread, as word always does in small villages, about the unusual peace that emanates from her garden. People start finding excuses to walk past, to spend time near her trees. Some ask if they can sit in her garden for a while, and she always says yes, Understanding now that this is part of her purpose, she watches from her cottage window as visitors sit beneath her trees, and she can see the subtle changes that come over them. Tense shoulders relax, worried faces smooth into expressions of peace. People who arrive carrying the weight of their troubles seem to leave those burdens behind when they go, as if her trees have absorbed their pain and transformed it into healing energy. Children are especially drawn to her garden. They seem to sense the magic more easily than adults. Perhaps because they haven't yet learned to dismiss what they can't explain. She often finds them sitting quietly beneath the wisdom tree, their young faces thoughtful and serene, as if they're receiving knowledge that will serve them well throughout their lives. As weeks pass into months, she develops a routine of tending her magical trees, always ending with time spent beside the gateway tree that grew from the guardian seed. When she places her hands on its smooth bark, she can feel the connection to the magical realm, can sense the flow of healing energy that moves constantly between the worlds. Sometimes, late at night when the moon is full, she can almost see through the veil that separates the realms. The gateway tree seems to become translucent, and beyond it, she can glimpse the magical forest, the guardian's cottage, the endless garden where all healing begins. On these nights, she knows that her work is having an impact beyond what she can see. Somewhere, someone troubled by insomnia finds unexpected peace. Somewhere, a person carrying old wounds discovers that they're finally ready to heal. Somewhere, a soul lost in confusion suddenly sees their path clearly, all because of the connections she's helped to create. The bridges she's built between the world of everyday concerns and the realm of infinite peace. The seasons change around her, but her garden seems to exist in a permanent state of perfect balance. In winter, when other gardens lie dormant, her trees continue to pulse with gentle life, their branches offering shelter to creatures that would otherwise struggle with the cold. In spring, they burst into bloom with flowers that seem to contain all the joy of renewal. Summer finds them heavy with fruit that nourishes not just the body, but the spirit. And autumn brings colors so magnificent that people travel from neighboring villages just to witness the transformation. But perhaps the most remarkable thing is how the garden continues to grow and change, seemingly of its own accord. New trees appear, not planted by her hands, but grown from seeds carried on the wind, seeds that somehow find their way to exactly the right spot and take root in soil that seems to welcome them with open arms. Each new tree brings its own gift. A tree of courage appears one spring, its leaves a bold red that seems to instill bravery in anyone who rests in its shade. A tree of compassion grows by the garden gate, its sweeping branches creating a natural archway that fills visitors with understanding and kindness. A tree of hope takes root near the cottage, its flowers glowing like tiny suns even on the darkest days. As her garden expands, so does her understanding of her role as a guardian between worlds. She realizes that she's not just tending trees, she's nurturing the very fabric that connects all living things, strengthening the bonds that allow love and healing to flow freely throughout existence. The guardian from the magical realm visits her sometimes, appearing beside the gateway tree when the moon is dark and the veil between worlds is thinnest. They don't speak much during these visits. Words seem unnecessary when the connection runs so deep. Instead, they walk together through her expanding garden, examining each tree, sensing the flow of energy, making subtle adjustments to ensure the balance remains perfect. During one such visit, the guardian tells her about others like her, people scattered throughout the world, who serve as bridges between the realms, each tending their own sacred spaces, each contributing to the vast network of healing that spans the globe. She's part of something much larger than she'd imagined, part of an ancient tradition of Earth Guardians who have always worked quietly to maintain the balance between the magical and the mundane. This knowledge fills her with a profound sense of belonging, of purpose. She is not just a woman with an unusual gift for growing trees. She is part of a lineage of healers, a link in an unbroken chain that stretches back to the very beginning of time and will continue long after she's gone. And as she drifts off to sleep each night, surrounded by the gentle energy of her magical trees, she knows that her dreams will take her back to that enchanted realm, back to the cottage made of living wood, back to the endless garden where all healing begins. There, she continued to learn, to grow in understanding, to receive the wisdom she needs to fulfill her role as a bridge between worlds. The humming of her trees creates a lullaby that carries her deeper and deeper into sleep, deeper and deeper into the realm where magic is not just possible but inevitable, where every breath is a prayer and every heartbeat is a song of gratitude for the incredible mystery of existence. And there, in that place between waking and sleeping, between the ordinary world and the magical realm, she finds perfect peace, perfect understanding, perfect love. There, she knows without doubt that all is well, that healing flows endlessly through every corner of creation, and that she is exactly where she's meant to be, doing exactly what she was born to do. As sleep takes her completely, her consciousness expands to encompass not just her own garden, but all the sacred spaces throughout the world, all the bridge builders, all the healers who work quietly to maintain the flow of love and peace throughout existence. She becomes part of the vast network of light that connects all healing hearts, all compassionate souls, all those who have dedicated their lives to service. And in that expanded awareness, she finds the deepest rest possible, the kind of sleep that doesn't just restore the body, but renews the spirit, the kind of peace that doesn't just calm the mind, but heals the very foundations of being. The trees continue their gentle humming throughout the night, their song joining with countless others around the world in a symphony of healing that never ends, never falters, never stops flowing love and peace into every corner of existence where it's needed. And so she sleeps, and in sleeping, serves, and in serving, finds the perfect rest that comes from knowing one's purpose, from living in alignment with the deepest truths of existence, from being exactly who one was born to be in a world that desperately needs the gifts that only she can give. The night embraces her with infinite tenderness, and the last thing she is aware of before sleep takes her completely is the gentle pulse of life that flows through all her trees, through all the connections she's helped to create, carrying healing and peace to every soul that needs it now and always, world without end. Sleep comes like a blessing, deep and restorative, filled with dreams of endless gardens, where every tree is a doorway to peace, every flower is a prayer for healing, and every breath is a celebration of the magnificent mystery of existence itself. And in that sleep, in that perfect rest, the healing continues. the connections strengthen, and the bridge between worlds grows ever more solid, ever more permanent, ensuring that love and peace will always have a pathway into the ordinary world. Always have guardians to tend the sacred connections. Always have places of refuge where weary souls can find the rest they need. The humming continues, gentle and eternal, a lullaby that will carry you now as it carries her deeper and deeper into the most peaceful sleep, the most restorative rest, the most healing dreams that await you in the magical realm where all souls find their true home. Sleep now, as she sleeps in perfect peace, perfect trust, perfect love, knowing that you two are connected to this vast network of healing. You two are held in the embrace of infinite compassion. You two can rest completely in the knowledge that all is well, all is peaceful, all is exactly as it should be. The trees sing their eternal lullaby, and sleep comes like a gift, carrying you away to the place where all healing begins, where all peace originates, where all love flows from its infinite source into every heart that's ready to receive it. Rest now deeply and completely in the embrace of the eternal garden, where every tree is a blessing, every breath is a prayer, and every moment of sleep is a return to the source of all peace, all healing, all love. The humming fades to the gentlest whisper, and sleep takes you home to the place you've always belonged, the place where you are perfectly safe, perfectly loved, perfectly at peace, now and always, world without end. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your night. May you find deep peace and restful sleep. Wishing you the sweetest dreams. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.